Hello everyone, I'm Yuri, your Japanese teacher. By watching today's video, you will understand the most basic sentence patterns in Japanese and be able to use them with confidence. Alex-san, do you have a Japanese textbook?
Well, actually, I don't have one. I just watch Japanese anime.
That's okay. By watching this video, you can understand the same content as a famous Japanese textbook in a more understandable way. The textbook is みんなの日本語.
Oh, I've heard of that. It's really famous, right?
Yes, みんなの日本語 is the most used textbook in schools or multinational students study. You can study the basics of Japanese step by step with it.
But is it okay even if I don't have a textbook like me?
Yes, it's okay. Today, I will explain the content of Lesson 1 and Lesson 2 in an easy-to-understand manner. I will continue to release videos that follow the lessons, so it will be great for those who have the textbook and are studying at school as a review and preview.
That's great!
Moreover, we will give a PDF summarizing the content introduced in this video for free to all viewers of this video. I will announce how to get it at the end of the lesson.
I definitely have to get that.
Let's start the lesson right away. Suddenly, but Alex-san, please introduce yourself.
Well, 私はアレックスです。私は学生です。私はアメリカ人です。
Good. Alex-san, in that way, 主語は名詞です。The subject is noun. You'll express it like that. At this time, the は after the subject is pronounced as は when speaking. But it is written as は.
So it's not 私は, but 私は.
That's right. Now, let's look at how to introduce yourself in more detail. Alex-san, you are a student. Where are you a student?
Well, ゆり日本語学校.
That's right. In that case, you can say 私はゆり日本語学校の学生です. So, the subject は noun 1 の noun 2 です. In this way, you can use の to indicate affiliation. In English, you would say, I am a student of school. But noun 1 is Yuri Japanese school, and noun 2 is a student. Not the other way around.
Okay.
Okay, then can you say it in this form?
Yes. 私はゆり日本語学校の学生です。
Excellent! So, in this form of the subject は noun の noun です。How would it be with Yuri sensei, Japanese school, teacher?
ゆり先生は日本語学校の先生です。
How about Suzuki-san, Sony, employee?
鈴木さんはソニーの社員です。
That's right, very good.
Wait a minute, Yuri sensei. I saw in an anime, but I like the so-called real Japanese.
What do you mean, Alex-san?
For example, in anime they say 俺アレックス or 僕学生 Right?
Oh, I see. Alex-san, you really study a lot with anime. That's wonderful.
Thank you. So I want to speak that kind of Japanese.
Listen, I will tell you something very important. In Japanese, there are types of speech such as 友達言葉, which means friend language. 丁寧な言葉, which means polite language. And 敬語, which means honorific language. it is very important to use them properly in Japanese. So let's first study 丁寧な言葉 polite language.
Ah, Japan is a country of manners. That's also why I like Japan. I thought Japanese manners were difficult, but can adding des make it polite?
Yes! Always speak with です to people you meet for the first time or to your superiors.
Okay des. If it's just des to be polite, that's easy to understand.
That's the spirit, Alex-san. For the next practice, how would you express Mr. Suzuki, Sony, employee, and Mr. Tanaka, Sony, employee?
Two? So both Suzuki-san and Tanaka-san are employees of Sony? How should I say it?
Earlier, we explained a single subject as the subject wa noun 1 no noun 2. The subject is noun 2 of noun 1. The subject is noun 1's noun 2. Next, when explaining that another subject is also the same noun 1 no noun 2, we use mo instead of wa after the subject. In other words, noun 1 wa, noun 2 des, noun 3 mo, noun 2 des. That's how you say it.
So, Suzuki-san はソニーの社員です。田中さんもソニーの社員です。Right?
Exactly. Next, let's check how to answer questions. 私は先生です。アレックスさんも先生ですか？
First I should answer with はい or いいえ。いいえ、ゆりさんは先生です。私は先生じゃありません。
Wow, that's wonderful! When you want to negate a noun, you say じゃありません after the noun.
Got it.
Next, let's look at how to say ages. 私は18歳です。I am 18 years old. Just kidding.
What? Out of nowhere?
Before explaining how to say ages, let me tell you something. In Japan, it can be rude to ask a woman her age, so please be careful.
That's the same in my country.
I see. Let's study how to say ages then. Ages are expressed as number plus sai. What's important to note is that in Japanese, the pronunciation of numbers can change depending on the word that follows.
The pronunciation changes depending on the word that follows? What do you mean?
First is this. 1 year old. How do you read it?
One is ichi, right? Age is sai, so isn't it ichisai?
No, the correct answer is 1 year old issai. The t sound can be a bit difficult if it doesn't exist in your native language. The key is to prepare your mouth for the next sound and hold it silently for one beat. Issai is incorrect. Issai, issai. Try to keep the t a bit longer like this. Issai.
Isai.
A little more. Issai.
Isai.
Good. Now let me explain other rules. 2 and 3 years old are pronounced as nisai and sansai, respectively. Do you know how to say 4 years old?
There are 2 readings for 4. Which one is it?
That's right. There are 2 readings for 4, shi and yon. When expressing age, 4 years old equals 4歳 is the correct pronunciation.
4歳. Got it.
5 and 6 years old are 5歳 and 6歳. So they are easy. Now, what about 8 years old?
8 is hachi, so 8歳. But I'm sure it's different, right?
No, for 8 years old, 8 years old equals 8歳. The ch in 8 becomes ts, and it is pronounced as ha.
There it is again. 8歳, 8歳, 8歳.
Good practice. Let me give you a pronunciation tip here. When t is followed by a sa sound, say the preceding letter ha, and then hold the s sound for one beat before saying sai.
So hold the S sound after saying ha. 8歳, 8歳. How's that?
Wonderful. Perfect. There are two readings for 9, Q and ku. When expressing age, it is pronounced as 9歳, not 9歳. 9 years old equals 9歳.
9歳. Got it.
Next is 10 years old. The number 10 is normally pronounced 10, but when expressing age, the u changes to ts. 10 years old equals 10歳 is the correct pronunciation.
10歳. Got it.
Alex-san, your pronunciation of つ has improved.
Yay, thanks to your clear explanations.
I'm glad to hear that. Now the final point. 20 years old has a special way of being said. Normally, 20 is read as 20, but when expressing age, 20 years old equals 20歳 is the correct pronunciation.
What? It's completely different.
Yes, in Japan, 20 is special. You can start drinking and smoking from this age.
I see.
Now, let me give you a quick quiz.
That's sudden.
How do you say 18 years old?
18歳?
Earlier, we did say 10 years old is 10歳. But this is important. This rule applies only the sound before 歳. So, 18 years old is not 18歳, but 18歳.
I see. I got it.
Then, how about 31 years old?
31歳.
Correct.
Yay! Wait, Yuri sensei, 20 years old is 20歳. So is 21 years old 21歳?
No, 21 years old is 21歳. Only 20 years old is special.
I see.
アレックスさんは50歳ですか?
No! 私は50歳じゃありません。私は23歳です。
私も50歳じゃありません。私は永遠の18歳です。
Oh, you got me. I've seen that expression in anime many times. I'll use it next time.
Let me teach you one feature of the Japanese language. There are two words in Japanese that correspond to that in English and na in Chinese. They are so and a.
Yeah, I don't understand this.
Ko is close to the speaker. So is close to the listener. A is far from both speaker and the listener. do is used as a question word. And これ、それ、あれ、どれ are all nouns. For example, これはペンです。When saying whose pen it is, これは私のペンです。You use no like this to indicate possession.
それはゆり先生のペンです。
That's right. When you don't know, use none. None has two readings, none and nani. But here we use none. Alex さん、あれは何ですか？
あれは私のペンです。
That's right. When you want to ask which one, repeat it twice. あれはボールペンですか？シャーペンですか？
あれはシャーペンです。By the way, the terms ボールペン and シャーペン are interesting.
There are many foreign loan words in Japanese and many words that sounds like English but were actually created in Japan, known as 和製英語. Let's study various things from now on. Alex さん、それは何の本ですか？ Use no to indicate content as well.
これは日本語の本です。
Wonderful! When asking who something is, use 誰 instead of どれ. For example, それは誰の日本語の本ですか？
これは図書館の日本語の本です。
Alex さん、you're using no very well. Good job! Previously, we discussed patterns where これ and あれ、それ alone become the subject. Now I will introduce how to say this noun, that noun in English. This, that form doesn't change, but in Japanese it does, so be careful.
Okay.
この and such must always be used with a noun like この noun. この noun becomes one noun. For example, when you say this book is a Japanese book. この本は日本語の本です。is correct. このは日本語の本です。is incorrect. Alex さん、その本は誰の本ですか？
この本は図書館の本です。
Exactly, that's the feeling. You can omit the second 本 in this case. この本は図書館のです。That's the way. Alex さん、あのシャーペンは誰のですか？
あのシャーペンは私のです。or あれは私のです。Which one is better?
In Japanese, you don't need to repeat words once said. So, あれは私のです is simpler and better. その本は日本の漫画ですか？
いいえ、日本の漫画じゃありません。日本語の本です。
Very good. Let's learn a new expression to use after. いいえ。いいえ、違います。It means no, it's not. Let's say it again. Alex さん、その本は日本の漫画ですか？
いいえ、 違います。日本語の本です。
そうですか。This expression means is that so or I see in English. This ka is not the questioning ka. Ka is pronounced with a rising intonation. When pronounced with a falling intonation, it conveys understanding and listening to the other person's story. Is that so? そうですか? And is that so? そうですか? That's the feeling.
そうですか Like this.
Now, let's have a conversation using what we have studied today. Everyone, please listen carefully. アレックスさん、これはプレゼントです。
え、何ですか？
日本の本です。どうぞ。
え、何の本ですか？
日本語の本です。
そうですか？どうもありがとうございます。
After the announcement, we will review today's lesson shortly to reinforce what we studied today. We will give you a free PDF that summarizes all the phrases and example sentences introduced in today's video. To get it, add our official line from the description below this video and send only the keyword KIHOM12. The PDF will be sent automatically.
I've gotten all the PDFs so far, and they are super helpful for review, so you should definitely get them.
Finally, here's a summary of today's lesson. Number 1. How to say the subject is noun 2 of noun 1, or the subject is noun 1's noun 2, is the subject は noun 1の noun 2です。Number 2. How to say noun 1 is noun 2. Noun 3 is also noun 2. Is noun 1 は noun 2です。Noun 3も noun 2です。Number 3. How to say ages. 1. 1 year old 1歳 2. 4 years old 4歳 3. 8 years old 8歳 4. 9 years old 9歳 5. 10 years old 10歳 6. 20 years old 20歳 Number 4. こそあどこれは noun です。This is noun. あれは何ですか What is that? あれは noun 1ですか Noun 2ですか Is that noun 1 or noun 2? それは何の本ですか What book is that? それは誰の noun ですか Whose noun is that? これは noun 1の noun 2です。This is noun 1's noun 2. この noun 1は noun 2です。This noun 1 is noun 2. この noun 1は noun 2のです。This noun 1 is noun 2's. Number 5. いいえ、違います。No, it's not. そうですか。Is that so? How was it, Alex-san?
It was very easy to understand. I realized that I didn't understand the basics because I was learning only from anime without using textbooks.
The most important thing when learning a language is the basics. Please review today's lesson many times. We will continue to introduce easy to understand Japanese rules, so you will be able to say longer sentences. If you thought today's video was good even a little, don't forget to like and comment. We will keep releasing videos that are helpful for learning Japanese, so please subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video. またね